Actually, it was my fate to be here. Okay. Uh, does this look different? I don't know. I think it does. I don't remember this fate thing being here. But maybe I'm just misremembering. Okay, was that laggy a bit? Or what was that? Oh no, it's 2-3 though. For partner. Partner. Okay. This is a story from winter 5 years ago. I thought it was 4-3. I mean 2-3. Wait, I'm saying different. Uh, it was a night with a beautiful moon. I wasn't doing anything, just watching the moon with, um, Kiritsugu. Even though it was winter, the weather wasn't cold. The corridor was only a little chilly and it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kiritsugu didn't leave the house much. Not going outside, he would just blaze carelessly around the house. I regret it even now, thinking back to it. Why didn't I notice that it was like the actions of an animal that knows its time of death? When I was a child, I wanted to be a superhero. Suddenly, that man himself, a superhero in my child's eyes, said that as if yearning for it. What? What do you mean by wanted? Did you give up? I became angry and asked him. Kirisuke laughed apologetically and looked up to the sky. Yes, unfortunately, being a hero is a time-limited thing, and it's because it becomes hard to call yourself that when you grow up. I wish I'd found out that earlier. I agreed with that. I don't know why, but I thought it was couldn't be wrong, because Kirisuke said so. I see then. I guess it couldn't be helped. Yeah, it really couldn't be helped. Kirisuke answers, so of course my response was determined. Yeah, it can't be helped, so I'll take your place. It's impossible since you're an adult, but it should be alright for me. Let me take on your dream. I'll make it come true. Before I could finish, my father laughed. He made a face like he, didn't even need to hear the rest. After breathing in, Emiya, Kirisuke said, Yeah, I'm relieved. He quietly closed his eyes and his life ended. Since he looked so peaceful, I thought he would wake up again in the morning, so I didn't disturb him. Perhaps being used to seeing death factored in too. Without doing anything, I just looked up at the man who was my father as he entered a long sleep. There were no sounds of insects in the garden as he was silent. In the bright night, I remember only my eyes being hot. I did not cry out, nor did I feel sad, but I could not stop my tears until the moon sank. This is a story from a winter 5 years ago. Perhaps I cried 10 years worth of tears, since after that, there was nothing. Fujini's father planned the funeral, and I started living in this house by myself. Nothing changed even though Kirisuke was gone. Emiya Shiro would become a superhero like Emiya's Kirisuke, so there was no time to play around. That's right, I didn't mention it, but I remembered perfectly. The figure of the man who saved me, who was left to the fire 10 years ago. He held up his arm and he held in his arms an unconscious child, about to die from burns. He became so happy that tears welled up in his eyes and took the child outside. From that time, he was the subject of my admiration. No one saved me. I couldn't save anyone. In it all, I was saved and the person was there to save me. That's why I decided to become like him, become a superhero so that I could save people and let no one be killed just like him. Kurisuke died peacefully, leaving me his dream of becoming a superhero himself. It's only natural for a child to succeed their father. Emiya Shiro must become a superhero and save someone just like the old me. I saw so as a child. To fulfill the dream of that man I admired the most. But honestly, I don't get it. What this superhero thing is supposed to be, how to become one, make everyone happy like Kurisuke always said. And because this and become this thing called a master, and things like the blonde-haired girl following me around is confusing my head and really. When I open my eyes, I'm in a familiar room. What? I'm in my own room? As soon as I speak, I start to feel terribly sick. Like it tastes bad in my mouth. I taste blood in my mouth. Maybe it was filled. Maybe it was filling my mouth, but I breathe in thick air. I'm not sure why I feel like this. I feel real sick to my stomach, so I want to go to the bathroom and wash my face. Alright, I stand up. I feel dizzy. I almost fall and support myself by holding a hand against the wall. Ugh. The nausea increases when I move. No, this is more like pain than nausea. My body is heavy and it feels like my stomach is turning every time I move. Maybe someone would feel like this if someone poured burning lead into their stomach. Ugh, imagining that is giving me headaches. I wipe the sweat out my forehead and wobble out to my room. Alright, I feel better now. I wash my face and wipe the sweat off my body. There are bandages wrapped around my stomach for some reason. I can't recall anything about them, so I leave them be for now. I'm hungry. I wonder if there's any leftovers. Even though my stomach feels terrible, my body wants energy. Hmm? Putting my mind into it, I start walking along the wall. I still feel dizzy, my body feels dull. Ow, ow, ow. I walked towards letting out miserable sounds. Really, what did I do before going to bed? I don't remember any training that could have caused this pain. I don't know. I reached the living room. Sakura and Fujini must be at school. There's no breakfast prepared in the living room, and there's none of Fujini's loudness. The quiet living room is like a typical Sunday. Good morning. I'm afraid I came in without asking you, Emiya-kun. No, it's not. What? Tosaka-rin is sitting on a cushion. Her calmness makes me think I'm the guest in this house and not her. Yeah, that's why I'm even more surprised. I don't know how to answer, so first of all I sit down, and then I take a deep breath and ask, Saka, why? Hold on, could you apologize first? I can't calm down until I hear an apology for last night. I don't even have time to ask her why she's here. Saka's glaring at me like she's really mad. It seems like she's really angry about last night, but what happened last night? Hold on. I recall it now, that's right. Why am I so relaxed? I tried to save Saber and Berserk blew away my stomach. Ugh, the nausea returns. Is Saber okay? I feel a chill remembering the feeling of having a hole in my body. Something in my stomach moves. It feels really sick. It feels really sick, but that's definitely proof that I'm alive. Wait, that's weird. Shouldn't that have been instant death for me? That's strange. Why the hell am I alive? Do you remember the stupid thing you did last night? If you do, then please review your actions. Tosaka lets out a and criticizes me. That's really annoying. My head, was frozen by the fact that Osaka is here, finally resumes activity again. What are you saying? There was nothing else to do at that time. Oh well, it does look stupid if you just look at the results, but I was going to do it better, so it wasn't a mistake. I protest glaring at her. What? Why is she sighing? Didn't I tell you that servants will disappear if their master is killed? So it's great to try to protect your servant. Look, Saber will disappear if you're killed. If you want to save Saber, think of a way to do so from a safe place. Jeez, don't you understand that protecting your servant with your life is just meaningless? It's not that I protected her with my life. I tried to save her and it just so happened to work out like that. I didn't think things would end up like that either. I did think I would be killed if I went near that monster, but that's a different matter. I see. You seem to be misunderstanding. As if she's reading my mind, she sulks even more. Look, Emiya-kun, I'll come out and say it, but I didn't take you to the church to help you win. I was trying to help you stay alive, even if you were left on your own. It seems you didn't understand that part of it. Help me stay alive? That's right. You shouldn't take risks if you realize that a loss equals your death. You seem to be someone who would walk out at night just by yourself, even in a situation like this. If I threatened you, I thought you wouldn't take risks, and you might get through this. See, I didn't notice that, so that's why she's complained to me about not realizing that and running at Berserker. So, why are you mad, Tosaka? It shouldn't bother you if I'm the one that made the mistake. Of course it bothers me. You made me worry for a whole night. Tosaka throws out her temper, but I see. I'm honestly happy she's worrying about me. Looking at the situation, it seems Tosaka was the one who treated my wound. I see, I guess I helped you out. You helped me out, thank you. I bow my head to show my thanks and apologize. Heh, it's fine if you understand. If you've learned from this, try to act smarter the next time. Tosaka looks away. Her gesture is snappy, but it seems like she's in a good mood again. Then, we're done with what happened last night. I'll go into the main topic, but which do you want to talk about? About last night or about something serious? Tosaka starts a conversation as if it's natural to do so. Her straightforwardness surprises me, but thinking about it, she's here because she has something to talk about. If she didn't have business with me, she would have gone home already. What is it that Tosaka, my enemy, wants to discuss in our enemy's territory? I'm interested in that, and I also want to know what happened last night. It's stupid not to ask, oh, ask about yesterday. Ask about the serious stuff. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't want to hear either. It's true, I don't want to hear either. I don't care. Tosaka, don't tell me. Out of mind, out of sight. I don't think either of the stories can be good. Why are you silent? It shouldn't take that much thought. Shouldn't it? I feel like you'd get mad if I asked you about either one, so I don't want to hear either. I cross my arms and offer my honest feelings. Ah, oh, crap, it feels like I just poked a sleeping dragon awake. Tosaka, you look really dreadful. Something like a terrible vat. Oh, what do you mean by a terrible, dreadful face? I'll ask you just in case, but did I look angry to you? It felt more like dangerous. Well, I think I saw a vein in your forehead for a second, though maybe it was my imagination, hence the intense smile in bits and pieces. Oh, so that's how I look to you, so you must think I'm angry. Well, are you angry, Tosaka? Of course I am. Out of all things, you don't want to hear either? Do you have any idea of the situation you're in, you idiot? Tosaka roars like a beast. Uh, I want to escape from, that, Coruscant, but don't run. Just sit there, Japanese style. The house? I automatically straighten my back and sit down. Tosaka, why Japanese style? It's obvious, right? So I can, dictate to you. It seems your head still sleeps, so, stay like that until you wake up. Oh, sit in a Japanese style way? What does that mean? Which style? Tosaka is seriously angry. I feel like she's going to bite my head off if I disobey, so I nod. I'm facing a beast. I think it's best to play dead in front of a raging beast or something like that. First, I'll tell you about the current situation. I'll explain what happened last night. Tosaka tells me what happened last night. Okay. It seems that Berserker left after I fell unconscious. Oh, did he? She tells me that my body started to heal itself and that it looked fine after, about 10 minutes. As she says, she brought me here since I didn't regain my consciousness even when my wound had healed, and that's where we are right now. I see. The important thing here is that you survived on your own. I did help you, but it was your own power that healed that wound. Don't mistake that part. It seems that way from what you told me, so you didn't heal it? Of course not. I can't do anything like revive a dead person anymore. Emiya Shiro healed himself his own wounds. What can I do, now that she said that? My stomach is starting to heal, but I have doubts about Tosaka's story. I can't use healing magic, let alone revival magic. Then the cause must be the servant. Your servant must be really powerful or something went wrong during the summoning. Well, I think it's both, but I think some kind of line was formed between you two. A line, you mean like, karmic line connecting Familiar and Amadeus? Oh, so you have a working knowledge on familiars? Then this should be easy to explain it. In other words, Emiya-kun and Saber's relationship is not a normal relationship like the one between a normal master and their familiar. It's not? It looks like Saber has a natural healing power. Some of that may have been flowing into you. Normally the Magus' power flows into the familiar, but in your case the familiar's power flow is flowing into you and helping you out. So putting it simply, it's like a river flowing upstream? That's a good way to put it. It is not naturally possible, but I bet Saber's magical energy is so great that it can even change the flow of a river. That's the only reason she is able to go against Berserker with her small size. Not naturally possible then, is the relationship between you and Archer that of a normal Magus and a familiar? Yes, he doesn't listen to much of what I say, but we do still have such a relationship. The connection between a servant and a master is like that of a gasoline and an engine. We provide the magical energy and the servant just uses it. While I guess there have been masters who share their physical body with their servants to obtain fake immortality, not dying until their servants are dead, something like that. Hey, are you listening, Emiya-kun? Huh? Yeah, I'm listening. Then are you saying most of the wounds on my body will heal even if I don't do anything? Using your servant's magical energy, I don't know how, but I'm sure the cause is is in Saber's materialization. I know you haven't learned the curse of self-healing. Of course not. My father never told me anything that difficult. No, I mean that if that's the case, I've nothing to worry about. But don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with you. Saber will constantly be weak. What is it? Chisako's words are indirect and hard to follow. Oh well, just don't do anything too reckless. Too reckless. It's good that you survived this time, but you won't survive if you take that kind of wound again. You shouldn't get any optimistic hopes that you'll survive any major wounds. I understand. I feel bad about taking damage and having Saber helping me. So I need to be cautious with Saber because she has limited uses since I can't heal her. Idiot, that's not the reason. I'm sure you're not just using Saber's magical energy to heal your wounds. You're definitely using something else. I don't know what it is, your lifespan, your luck, or your saving accounts, but you're definitely using something up. Chisako gives once again. I feel the same way, but Chisako, doesn't my saving accounts have nothing to do with this? Of course it does. Magic uses up for your money, so it's something that drains your money the more you use it. I won't allow myself to be wrong. Chisako Rin erupts with the fire of personal grudges. It's strange. The more I talk to her, the more I understand this is the real Chisako Rin, and that the Chisako Rin at school is just a mastery person. No, it's something I had realized already yesterday. Okay. Well, putting the part about money aside, I'll be serious. Is that alright, Emiya-kun? That's why you stayed here, right? Alright, I'll listen. Then I'll be direct about it. What are you planning to do from now on? She asked directly, the one question I don't want to be asked. No, that's not it. It's not that I don't want her to ask me, but I haven't made my mind up yet. I'm the one who wants to ask, what do I do now? Honestly, I don't know. You say I should fight for the Holy Grail, but I've never been in a fight between Meiji. First of all, I want to try to avoid killing people, and most of all, I'm not interested in something mysterious like the Holy Grail. I'm not too sure about risking my life for something I don't want. I knew you would say that. You'll be killed by your servant if you say something like that. Why would I? Because the servant's goal is also the Holy Grail. They can be summoned by the masters because the condition on their summoning is that they obtain the Holy Grail. The most important thing for a servant is to obtain the Holy Grail. They obey their master and risk their lives for their master because they have a chance for obtaining the Holy Grail. So just try saying that you don't want the Holy Grail. You can't complain even if they kill you and call you a betrayer. What is that? That's weird, because servants are what the masters summon, right? So, do you think a servant would obey a human for no reward? The Holy Grail grants the wish of whoever obtains it. The servant of the master who obtains it is no exception. Even the servant have their own wishes. That is why they respond to their otherwise impossible summoning. It's not that the masters are summoning the servants who obtain the Holy Grail. The servants are answering the master's call because they can obtain the Holy Grail. Servants have their own desires? Then, does that mean Saber has a wish she wants the Holy Grail to grant? That's why the servants try to eliminate other servants even without orders from their masters. Only one can obtain the Holy Grail. They cannot accept other masters obtain the Holy Grail. Unlike their master, they don't have the power to take away the command spell. So the only way they can disarm other masters is to kill them. So, even if the master has no intention of fighting, battle is inevitable. A master who is attacked by a servant must fight it off with their own servant. You've heard enough from Kiri to know that this is the nature of the Holy Grail War, right? Yeah, he told me that last night, but I feel like I should use one of my command spells to improve her natural healing of Saber to heal her full body, and then that natural healing will then flow into me, and that would mean it will be pretty tanky for the rest of the thingy. That means allowing your master to try to kill other servants. I thought it would be over if I reached a compromise with other masters, but if the servants are once summoned to obtain the Holy Grail, if it is true that they will not give it up, and a battle between the servants is inevitable, then the girl that fought to protect me is also ready to kill or be killed to obtain the Holy Grail. That's awful. I don't know about this heroic spirit thing, but Saber is human. She was beating Pally yesterday too. Oh, don't worry about that part. There's no life or death for servants. Even if the servants are eliminated, they just go back to where they belong. Heroic spirits are a phenomenon. They can't be killed. The only ones that can be killed during a fight are the masters. No, but still, even if it's even if it's a temporary death, there's still the fact that something human-shaped has disappeared from the world. What? Are you saying it's murder? Are you still carrying such a sense of justice, even though you're a magus? I don't have a sense of justice. Her comment is only natural. As a magus, death is always right beside me. I understand it, and I'm always prepared for that, but still, I'm not strong enough to judge people's death as good or bad. Of course I won't participate in a fight to the death. Oh, so you're just going to wait for the others to kill you? You're, ceding the victory to the other masters? That's not it. The point is to survive to the end, right? I don't have any intention to kill others, but I'll have no mercy in a fight to protect myself. If the opponent is out to kill me, they won't complain if they are killed in return, right? Oh, so you'll be staying on the defensive, then you'll just be obeying what other masters are doing, right? So even if someone like yesterday goes around and kills everyone, you're just going to ignore it? Someone like yesterday? She must mean that inhuman monster. Superhuman strength that allows the destruction of a house or two with a single blow. Certainly if that thing wished, this town could be in ruins in just a night. On top of that, the problem is that servants are normally in spirit form. Humans can't see those in spirit form, but since the servant can affect the real world as spirits, you could call them the most powerful weapon. With that technology we have now, there are no weapons that can affect a spiritual being. Our attacks are useless against them, and their attacks can damage us. It's not just a one-sided game. Murdered by a servant is like a natural death for normal people. Death caused by an invisible killer will just be treated as accidental deaths or suicides. What is it? What is that? Servants? No, masters and servants. Don't just attack other masters. Other people have nothing to do with them, right? Yeah, so I really wish that was the case, but if it were you wouldn't need a supervisor like Kiri, would you? I should have said earlier that servants are spirits. They are already complete, so they don't grow. But magical energy used as fuel is different. The more magical energy they have available, the more they can use the power they had in life. That part is the same as for us Meiji, do you understand? I do, so they use magical energy magic repeatedly, right? You could say magical energy is the gunpowder to fill a gun, and the magus is the gun itself. The type of gun depends on the magus's ability. Pistol, rifle, machine gun, a shotgun. Using that metaphor, servants are cannons. Using a large amount of gunpowder, they fire a large bullet. That's right, servants aren't given their mana by nature. They act with the magical energy inside them. We masters supply it, so servants can only use their power using their magical energy plus the magical energy of their master. But that means an amateur master like you would be no match for other masters, right? So there's a loophole. Well, I guess you could call it an obvious answer. Servants can supply their supplement their magical energy with other sources. Servants are spirits, so they can get nourishment from eating things that are like them. Nourishment by eating things that are like them? Things like them? You mean spirits? What kind of spirits would they eat? It's a simple answer. Natural spirits obtain power from nature themselves. So where do you think servants, human spirits, get their powers from? Oh, humans? It's a simple answer. As we humans eat meat, human spirits eat. Exactly. Usually they replenish enough magical energy from their master, but it is obvious that one gets more magical energy from many people rather than just one person, right? To put it bluntly, a weak master makes his servants eat humans. Servants transform human emotions and souls into magical energy. That is the most effective way to make your servant more powerful. There are many masters who kill humans as sacrifices for their servants. Sacrifices, so you're saying that if a master didn't care about his methods, he would kill humans to make his servants stronger? Yes, but I don't think a smart master would do such a thing. You see, even if servants are powerful, there's a limit to their magical energy capacity. They can't store more than their capacity, so there's no limit to how much they can kill and collect magical energy. The association wouldn't ignore you if you went around killing people, and most of all, other masters might figure out your servant's ability and identify them from the cause of death, not to mention the identity of the master as well. It's highly advantageous in the Holy Grail War to keep your identity a secret, so no one master should be stingy about using their servant. I see. Certainly if nobody knows that you are a master, there's no danger of other masters attacking you. Conversely, if you know who the other masters are, you could definitely put a surprise attack on them. So where did the two other girls go? My teacher and what's their face? Did they come home to see me in bandages, or what exactly? By that theory, there wouldn't be any masters that would have their servants attack humans and reveal their identity. I'm glad that there's no problem. That means servants won't just indiscriminately attack humans without orders from their master. Right, they're heroes, right? Someone who would go out their way and kill people wouldn't be called a hero in the first place. Well, no, I can't really say that for sure. There are many examples of people becoming heroes just because they were mass murderers. Shizaka makes an ominous comment, as this seems to be her true feelings rather than just sarcasm. A bit of a strain in her personality might be showing. I wish to be a mass murderer? Well, that's cool. Let's go back to the conversation. So, what are you going to do? Since you don't want to kill people, you're just going to watch it, is that right? I take back what I said. She really has a bad personality, she's a real bully, putting me on a spot and asking me that with a smile. It's not that bad. I'll just have to, stop them, right? The master will calm down once they lose their servants, right? Unbelievable. You say you won't go out and kill other masters, but you also say you'll kill them if they do anything bad? Emiya-kun, do you realize you're contradicting yourself? Yeah, I know it's selfish, but I can't think of any other choice. I won't change my decision no matter how much you argue against it. But there's one problem with that. Can I tell you what it is? She's plotting something with that face. She's definitely plotting something. But as a man, I have to listen. Okay, what is it? Do you remember the master yesterday, that girl who was talking about killing you and me? How can I forget? They attacked us mercilessly. That girl will come and kill us. I think you know that too. I see. That girl is a master too. Since she knows Tosaka and I are masters, she will come and attack us someday. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow, but I do know it's a death sentence. At least, I know I can't stop such a monster. Her servant Berserker is on a different level. You can't match it. Being an inexperienced master, you say you won't do anything except defend yourself, but you won't be able to do that. I can romance her, since she's in the relationship tab. She doesn't care for me at the moment, but I think that's me and she's carrying me. She's also in the bad ending thing, so she must be important. Are you a master? Oh no. Why do you guys have things here? I understand Saber, Tosaka. Sorry, but you wouldn't be able to beat it either, right? I guess no one else has an option for that. I won't be able to beat it heads on. It's the most powerful servant in hand-to-hand combat. I don't think any previous servant could match it. Even I wouldn't be able to escape if Berserker attacked me. I honestly thought she was a servant, but not a master, but whatever. I feel the same way. I don't think I'll get another chance if it attacks me again. Unconsciously, I paced behind my stomach. The wound on my stomach is healed now. No, you couldn't call it a wound, it was pretty much instant death. My nausea returns just at the thought of taking another blow like that. Did the sound stop for a second? That's right, do you get it? You can't choose to wait until the Holy Grail War is over without doing anything. Yeah, I get it, but what are you trying to say? I don't quite understand. You're not having fun watching me being condemned to death, right? Huh? Or are you? I don't have such bad taste. Jeez, don't you get it after I've said so much? In short, I'm asking you if you want to join up with me. If I take that at face value, that's... Join up, you mean me and Tosaka-san? Yeah, my archer received a fatal wound and is healing right now. It will take some time for him to fully heal, but he should still be about half as useful. And there are no problems with your servant, but her master is dragging her down, so she's half as useful as well. See, it adds up fine. Not that bad. Even though you've almost died 3 times from what I know of, I think you're the first person I've ever seen almost die 3 times in one day. Yeah, but that's... I'll compensate you for the alliance. I'll forgive you for beating Archer and I'll teach you about being a master. Oh, and if you have time, I can look at your skill as a magus. How about it? Ugh, that certainly is an attractive proposal. And I don't know anything Tosaka-san would be... As I don't know anything, Tosaka-san would be a reliable teacher. And if I can help it, I don't want to fight against Tosaka. Not because she's the girl I admired at school. In fact, I didn't know her like this. I wouldn't have felt this much resistance. The Sakura in front of me is much different from how people describe her as an honors student. But talking to her, she's just Sakura, and it seems she's just as she appears. Well, in other words, I'm saying I find her so much more attractive this way, that I'm wondering why I even have to tell myself this. Emiya-kun, I want to hear your answer. She urges my response, Alright, let's cooperate. I'm sorry, but I can't. Sure. I can beat you anyway. I don't care. My archers... Why not my archer? My saber's clearly stronger than your archer, so it's whatever. There's no choice from the start. There are too many things I don't know, and I'm unskilled as a magus. Even if it's temporary, Sasaki was going to give me a hand, and I don't think there's any better option. Alright, I take that offer, Tosaka. Honestly, it will really help me out if you do so. Then, it's decided. Let's shake hands for now. Let's stay allies until we beat Berserker. Oh, I see. That's how it'll be, huh? I guess it can't be held, but that's easier to understand. I shake her hand. I'm a bit perplexed. The instant I feel Sasaka's soft hand, I realize she's a girl. In comparison, my hands covered in scratches from messing around with stuff is ill-suited. The instant I think so, I pull back embarrassed. What? You don't want to cooperate with me after all? No, it's not that. It's a real help to be able to ally with you. It's not that, so don't worry about it. After making a puzzled face, oh, she makes a malicious expression. What? I'll take back the agreement if you say something stupid. I really will. Was that the first time you've ever had a girl's hat? You seem to have a lot of friends, but you're actually shy, Shiro. No, it's not that, but... I'm just embarrassed because it was Tosaka, but I can never say such a thing, and I certainly have never touched a girl's hand so strongly before. Well, Virginie is an exception. She's more like a person, someone from a different planet than from a different sex. Hey, hold on. Wasn't there something weird in what you just said? Haha, you really do show your feelings on your face, like I've heard. Well, I won't ask you about it now for now. It'll be a problem if I poke fun at you and you get sulky. Then, here's a deposit. I'll give you this, so think of it as proof of our alliance. Tosaka puts a book on the table. It looks just like a diary. There's no title and it's wine red. The color seems to suit Tosaka. It's my father's, but I'll give it to you since I don't need it anymore. It's not something a full master needs, but I thought you might need it. Tosaka's eyes tell me to take a look. Then, excuse me, I open it at a random page, then... There's nothing written in the book, but a strange image pops into my head. It's Saber. Tosaka, what is this? It's the status of each of your servants. You already know the Holy Grail War has its set rules, right? It's the same for your servants. I don't have a tab for that. Weapon? Unidentified axe sword, Berserker. A sword of rock that Berserker uses. It is part of the foundation of a temple, Ensburn, prepared, and itself was the catalyst used to summon Berserker. Hercules was skilled in archery, but still. But since he has gone berserk, he has lost his former weapon and skill. Why has he gone berserk? Status? Details? Skills? Noble Phantasma? That's a lot of stuff here. Hello, Saber. Wise up. Okay, I guess I'll read it. Try abilities first. Class Berserker. Master Eliasville von Einsburn. Hercules. Male. 253 centimeters. 311 kilograms. Chaotic Insane. I haven't heard of it Chaotic Insane before. Strength high. Constitution high. Agility high. How do you think it's my saber? Oh, shit. You outrank him in everything? What the? Oh, wow. So, I guess to compensate, your Noble Phantasma, I'm guessing, will be kind of bad, but you're just more of like a pure melee guy. Cast abilities B, Madness. All parameters are increased, but sanity is lost. Oh, that's what these things are. So, normally, you would have better luck, but he has better luck. He has the same luck as you. What's Nup? Oh, is that Noble Phantasma? So you know Phantasma's better as well? What the? Okay. That's a lot. Alright. Hercules, the greatest warrior in the Greek mythology. He was a half-god, half-human. He was born from Zeus. There's a rider, caster, and assassin as well. From Zeus, the king of the gods, and a human woman. Although Hercules has a superior talent in all things, there were problems with his personality as a child. He beat his harp teacher to death over a small matter, and after that he had to live as a shepherd to calm his temper. Thus he became a splendid man, and after he had accomplished several good deeds, the king of Thebes gave him his daughter Mega, and he cornered 2 children and the right to succeed the king. Hercules was young and strong, and already no human was a match for him. The future seemed bright for him as he married the king's daughter and had 2 children, but Zeus's wife, Hera, detested the child born of Zeus and a human, and meddled with his fate at every opportunity. I only know it's Hercules from the movie. First, Hera sent madness to Hercules and drove him insane, making him kill Mega and his 2 children. Hercules, troubled by the sin he had committed, received a sign that he should atone for his sin by becoming the slave of Erycostus, the man who took away his promised position as king. Erycostus was jealous of the strong hero Hercules and gave him many difficult tasks, and claimed that he would keep him as a slave until he completed the tasks. These were many difficult labors that were impossible to complete with the normal human skills. They were the famous 12 labors of Hercules. The number of labors chosen by the gods was 10, but since Erycostus did not accept the fulfillment of 2 of those, he added 2 more labors, but Hercules safely completed even those tasks, and not only was he freed from slavery, but he also received an immortal body and proof of his great accomplishment. The great hero in Greece. This was the beginning of the great hero Hercules, who single-handedly achieved great deeds, equaling those of the Trojan War and the Argo expansion. But the rest of Hercules' life was full of madness. Hera's hatred was endless, and Hercules, who should have been immortal, was killed by poison by one of his wives. The great hero, equally matched with the sun god, even as human, was in the end slowly killed by persistent jealousy of a jealous god. At the end of his death, Hercules burned his body, contaminated with poison, and trusted himself to Zeus's judgment. It is said that the gods, in a conference, approved of Hercules' great deeds, and prepared a scat in Olympus after his death, and worshipped him as a god. Hercules went insane many times in the myth, but he really was an excellent warrior who could handle any weapon. He had the attributes to become any of the 7 classes. A caster, and the greatest noble plasma in his possession is a bow and arrows he obtained in the 12 labors called shooting 100 beasts, 9 lives. This noble plasma, immortality gained from the blessing curse of the gods. This body becomes strong armor, nullifies any attacks B rank or lower. B rank or lower? No, I'm looking at your attributes. So so you can beat him with luck, magic, or strength. You can beat him on agility, but that's not really an ability, that's good. So you can be on your noble plasma and your... okay, what about you? Archer? Just magic for you, I guess. Your things are just question mark. Okay. Anti-personal NP range. Effective for 1 person. Okay, let's check his other things. Skills: Battle Constitution. The ability to stay alive. This allows for battles even won on the verge of death, and allows the user to stay alive until they receive a truly fatal blow. Second skill: Mind's Eye, Fake. B. Avoidance of danger by 6th Sense Instinct. Why does it say wise up when it's new? Bravery. Ability to ignore any mental interference, such as coercion, confusion, or illusion. It also has the effect of increasing damage when fighting unarmed, but since he has gone mad through his class ability, he cannot use this skill. Okay, so he can't use it because he's mad? What ability made him mad? I don't know. Was it this one that I read last? Yeah. A divinity. A strength of one's godlike nature. The more godlike and blood possessed, the higher this stat becomes. As the son of Zeus, the leader of the gods, and having been accepted as one of the gods after his death, the divinity of Hercules can be said to be of the highest class. Okay, I read all this now. Assassin, don't know. Caster, don't know. Rider, don't know. Archer, Master Tosakurin. True name, Gi. Sex, male. Height, 180 centimeters, 78 kilograms. Alignment, neutral. DCC, BB, blah blah. Magic resistance, D. Nullifies single attack magic. Magic resistance equivalent to a wandering amulet. Independent action, B. Agility that wait, can I access this screen during a choice? Because I think this information might be kind of useful if I'm battling a guy. Ability that allows independent movement on even after the magic master's magical energy supply is cut off with B. With rank B, it is possible for someone to stay in this world for 2 days after losing its master. Okay, so if Tosakurin dies, he's still alive for 2 days. Skills? Don't know. No Phantasma? Don't know. Okay. Lancer. True name. Lanin. Male. 185 centimeters, 70 kilograms, local neutral. BCA. CEB. Magic resistance. Nullifies all magic that requires less than 2 verses. Cannot block large-scale magic, such as great magic or ritual magic. Okay, about Archer, I feel like there's gonna be a rule where Tosakurin dies and then he kills me. I feel like that's gonna be a thing. Whatever, the great hero of Ireland, a half god, half human, born of the lightning god, Lud and, Dacurit, the sister of King Connor of, Ursula, who appears in the legend of, Ursula. His childhood name was, Satana, and it was prophesied from a young age that this child was to live as a hero. Chuchula means hound of Chulan. The name comes from an oath Satana made when he was a child, which when he mistakenly killed a guard dog of wealthy merchant named Chulula. He promised, if this dog has a child, I will raise it as strong as faithful as a guard dog. Until that time, I shall guard you myself. His nickname was Chuchu, praised not only Sakatan's strength for killing the famous savage dog of Chuchula unarmed, but also the character of Chuchula that thought of the owner of the lost dog even as a child. Chuchula grew up to be a strong man and went into an evil land called Country of Shadows to satisfy the requirement to marry a particular woman. Chuchula overcame many difficulties and reached the Country of Shadows. He was well liked by the ruler of that country, the witch Skatshra, and he trained under her and learned many sorceries and techniques. He obtained the cursed lance, Gaybulg, that later became the symbol of Chulane. He left the Country of Shadows. In the legend, it is said that Chuchulain was brave, compassionate, and as a likable young man, Chuchulain mercilessly killed his enemies in the battlefield, but he respected fate and was noble enough to never break a promise once made. Electric warriors had the custom of making an oath called a gaze, and those warriors who broke the gaze were cursed. Chuchulain, like his nickname, had a gaze that said he must never eat a dog. What? And he fakely tried to not break that promise. What does that mean? This gate later became the cause of his death. During a battle with an opposing country to protect his weaker country of Ursula, Chuchulain made several gays attempting attempting even his own ruin in exchange for forcibly opposing a country to make Gyasa unfavorable to them. Some of the famous Gyasa Chula made were fighting just one warrior a day. Why? Thomas with his rival Queen Mac, and one win, one loss. Thomas with his old friend Fugas. I don't know what that means. One win, one loss. Does that mean every time he wins, he has to take a loss? Why? Tachula's brilliance war record can be summarized into the battle against the neighboring country of Concord. The war between the two of them, when Concord's queen Maeve irritatedly invaded to steal Ursula's golden bull, Dawn just to beat her husband in a bull competition. Tachula supported the weaker Ursula army against the Concord force, an allied army of 3 countries for a length of 7 years, and finally succeeded in making them retreat. At that time, Tachula captured the main culprit of the war, Maeve, but he released her, saying that he could not kill a woman, and reconciliation was reached between Ursula and Concord. Wait, why could he not kill a woman? Is it because of his oath? He must fight one war. No, because that doesn't say one man. That's not about that. She's not a warrior. Why couldn't you kill her? What was that? But Queen Maeve perceived her release as the greatest insult and began a personal revenge against Tachula. After numerous schemes, Tachula was forced to break into his gaze one by one, and as a last result lost all his power and was at last stabbed in the side by the lance. The proud Tachula would not allow himself to die lying down, and tied himself up to a post. On the verge of death, he saw an otter drinking the blood that had spilled into the river, and he laughed at his greediness. He died standing. As the winning great man, Tachula had the protection of the goddess Morgan, who governed death and destruction. But the story isn't that simple. At first, Tachula declined the goddess's protection, so insulted, Morgan transferred into many animals and went after his life. But Tachula was also able to repel off every attack and actually treated the wounded Morgan. Morgan admired that ability from the bottom of his heart and decided to support him without his knowledge. So, as not to destroy Tachula's pride, she did not help him when he was in his greatest perils, but merely observed the way of a hero. Skills. Battle continuation. A. Does not give up easily. Well, he gave up when you fight Saber. It allows for battle even on the verge of death and allows the user to stay alive until they receive a clearly fatal blow. That could come up. Where? Huh? Oh, it's at the bottom. I forgot. The ability to escape battle. It can also return when an unfavorable battle to the beginning. The ability to escape battle. It can also return an unfavorable battle to the beginning, turn 1, and restore the condition and techniques to their initial states. Restart. Okay, that's a really overpowered skill right there. And I need to remember this when I fight him. He has the ability to just cancel all of the moves. So you need to kill him ASAP with a fatal wound, otherwise I'm gonna get screwed over. Okay. What's this one? Divinity B, center of a godlike nature. The more godlike blood possessed, the higher the stats become. Do your stats even increase from your godlike nature? Oh no, your stats only increase from your other thingy. Emiya Shiro, tuning. Female. Height 154 centimeters, 42 kilograms, lawful good. Magic resistance. You have riding. Cancel any magic A rank or lower. In practice, no Meiji today are able to hurt Saber. Ability to this is A rank, isn't it? There's like A+. Ability to ride things. She can ride most vehicles with average skill, but she cannot choose those of demonic beast and holy rank beast. So does that mean she can fly a plane? I don't know. Skills. Oh. I see you know of Phantasma. Instincts. The ability to always feel... Oh, I already know your true name anyway. You're King Arthur. Instincts. A. The ability to always feel the best course from oneself during combat. This heightened sixth sense is now close to precognition. It reduces by half any obstacles to vision and hearing. Magical Energy Burst A. Where's our healing power? Because I already know about that, at least I should know about it. The transfers magical energy into one's magical weapon and body, and by releasing the magical energy instantaneously increases one's ability. Simply said, it is like the magical energy jet of Hultron. Saber uses this magical energy for her sword techniques, guarding and movement. Because of her great magical energy capacity, she can fight Berserker even though she is a girl of small size. That did happen, yeah. A normal weapon without strong divine protection will not be able to endure her magical energy fueled attack and will become destroyed with one blow. So how do I know when this thing gets updated, by the way? I don't know. There's a lot here. Invisible Air, Boundary Field of the Wise King. An invisible sword, it does not allow the enemy to determine its range. It is simple but tremendously effective in hand-to-hand combat. Oh. This is your Nova Phantasma? I see. It is no phantasma protected by strong magic, but it does not mean that the sword itself is invisible. The blade is clad in wind that changes the refraction of light and makes the shape of the sword invisible. Honestly, like, they say you're the strongest, but your stats seem okay? Like, Hercules is stronger. What's up with that? Is it like when I say your true name, your stats increase or something? I don't know, it makes the shape of the sword invisible. It is not a vacuum, but the wind swirling around the blade is like a weapon and it seems to increase the damage of the slash. Only when the compressed wind is released is a vacuum state created. When this target has resistance to visual implements, and the accuracy correlation of invisible air is ineffective. Resistance to visual implements. Impediments. I don't think anyone has that. So, I don't think anyone has that. Other than the advantages of making the blade invisible, it is possible to release the compressed wind, making it a single-use projectile weapon. The damage of such an attack is consistent. Saber strength or magical energy does not get affected. Rank C, type anti-personnel NP, range 1 to 2, maximum target 1 object. Okay. You already know the Holy Grail War has set rules, right? It's the same for the servants. First of all, only 7 heroic spirits are summoned. Those 7 can be summoned, and only after they become one of the predetermined classes that the Holy Grail has prepared in advance. Instead of bringing the actual hero spirit, it made a class summon to the spirit and called it into that. Spiritual spells, which call forth spirits, put the spirit in the caster's body, right? It's not like that. To call forth the spirit from a different time frame, it's easier to prepare a case for them in advance. Class, oh, that's why Saber is Saber. That's right. I told you, heroic spirits need to hide their identity, right? That's why they will never say their real names. Naturally, their summoned class becomes their name. So the 7 classes prepared are Saber, Lancer, Archer, Fighter, Caster, Assassin, Berserker. There is a change in 1 or 2 of the classes every Holy Grail War, but we have basic lineups this time. The standard opinion is that Saber is the best servant. Each class has their own characteristics, but the abilities of the servants differ according to their ranks of the heroic spirit summoned. I guess Berserker has high stats, but he like never listens unless you use your thingy, and they always follow their own will. Ranks of the heroic spirits. You mean how strong they were when they were alive? This is probably easier to trick as well. That also, but what strengthens their ability is their popularity. What they did and what weapon they have do not change, but their basic abilities change depending on how famous they were at the time. Heroic spirits are like gods, so they grow stronger the more people worship them at the time, so you can have heroic spirits even if no one cares about them anymore? Okay. I guess you can say it solidifies their presence. It's the same as the divine spirits, falling to the rank of spirits when they lose their faith. Heroes that are forgotten by the people do not have much power. But then, even if they're forgotten or unknown, if he was originally a powerful hero, then I think he can keep his powers to some extent. Then if a hero everyone knows, and if the story was extraordinary, they would undoubtedly be an A-rank servant. Berserker might be the strongest in that regard too. After all, he is the most famous hero in the Greek mythology. The heroes from the Age of Gods have no phantasma. Just because of that, and if the hero itself is strong, out of that, there's nothing much we can do. Osaka, what is this Nova Phantasma? It's the symbol that the servants use in their life. Heroes and their holy swords, or demonic swords, come as a set, right? So in other words, they're weapons. Weapons? You mean like Saber's invisible sword? Yeah, I don't know what this history it has, but it certainly is a Nova Phantasma. I don't think I even need to say, but heroes cannot stay in a legend with just their names. They each have a weapon that becomes their trademark. That is the most powerful weapon called a Nova Phantasma, the crystallization of people's desire for a miracle. So in short, a powerful magical item. Right, to be blunt, the heroes themselves cannot match powerful spells or divine mysteries. Oh, is your capacity reduced because I'm a weak master? But it's a different story when the Nova Phantasma comes in. Heroes wielding Nova Phantasma can even defeat spirits of several ranks higher. It's because most holy and demonic swords appearing in the legends are closer to that of sorcery, levels of sorcery. Swords that can kill dragons, which are the most powerful Phantissa race, shoot that run far and wide, and even god-killing swords. Anyway, the weapons heroes have are so extraordinary, it makes you wonder how they cannot be almighty. I'm not overstating saying that the battle between servants is concentrated in the battle between the Nova Phantasma. The servants that are heroic spirits have at least one Nova Phantasma. Yes, as a general rule, one hero can hold one Nova Phantasma, usually something like a sword or a spear. There's this weapon called the Mountain Destroying Sword in China, right? You can swing it once, but it's a magical sword, so one swing would even destroy a mountain and such. And I think it's kind of like that. However, no phantasma are miracles that need to be activated by stating their true name, so it's not something they can use easily. It's activated by just saying their weapon's name right. Why would they mean it can't be used easily? Because it gives away their identity. Hey now, if you know the name of the weapon, you can also tell which hero the servant is. And a hero that his weapon comes as a set, so you know the hero as a hero and his weapon come as a set. So once you know the name of the weapon, you naturally know the name of the owner. If that happens, you know every strength and weakness of the servant. King Arthur has the Excalibur, right? I see, everything, certainly that's true. Saber did work out Lance's identity at his Nova Phantasma, after he used his Nova Phantasma, so, like being Island's Child of Light. So if I summarize this, servants are separated into classes. Each of them are heroic spirits to each of their class. Those heroic spirits hide their identity, and their weapons are their greatest trump card, but they cannot really readily use them since they reveal their identity. That concludes the lecture on servants. You should learn the details if you read that book, so take a look at it when you have time. If you get used to it, you should be able to identify the servants from intuition without the book. Saying that, Sotaka stands up. Well then, I'm heading home. Huh? Yeah, thanks. I look up at Sasaka who's about to leave. Don't take this the wrong way. Even though we're covering right now, in our position we will eventually have to fight. Once all the masters are dead, or even if they are alive, this fact will not change. So it'll be easier if you don't think of me as a human, Emyakun. So yeah, so how do I know when this status changes? Do I get like a notification or well, I don't know. Configuration? Uh Special effects, instant effects, skip scenes already seen, confirm choices. Cancel? I don't know. Exit menu. Please staying up position. Tosaka goes home. Okay, bye Tosaka. Days and weapon screen updated. Oh. Days and weapon screen updated. Well, I've got updated on the status screen. Okay, let's check Berserker. No. It's probably, what's it called? Not this one either. It's probably Saber's thing actually, because she know her ability now. I can check everyone else though, just to be sure. And skills. Oh, there it is. Gay Bulk. Piercing Lance of Death, Thorns. A cursed lance that will always thrust the opponent's heart once it is thrust. A surely fatal strike from the cursed lance, Gay Bulk. Its true name is the reverse of cause and effect, where the cause of the lance's thrust comes from the effect of the lance piercing the opponent's heart. Rank B, anti-personnel, NP, range 2 out of 4, maximum person 1. Uh, as the lance pierces the heart even before its thrust, it is impossible to dodge or block it. Once this result has been determined, to dodge Gable, one does not need high agility, but instead the ability to change the fate before Gable is excused. Luck is most important. Is that what luck is? Ability to change fate? It is most effective, Noble Phantasma, as it requires little energy to activate, and each activation is a sure kill. Hmm. Is it your thing? No. So was it just Gable? Okay. And weapon. Huh? Wait, it said weapon got updated too. Okay. Is it because Osaka went home and my attention disappeared? Body feels dull, so I lay down in the living room. Alright. I stave off the returning nausea by lying on my side. The clock ticks in the silent living room. Fight between masses, huh? I still don't understand what this is. The only thing I'm sure of is that it's beyond me. I would feel more real if I had more interest in the Holy Grail. Why, I wonder? All I feel towards the Holy Grail is disgust. A grail is said to make wishes come true. I don't know what kind of thing it is, but it's an artifact that can even summon those things called servants. It it might not go as far as granting any wish. It should have more than enough value for any mages to want it. But still, I'm not interested in it. The truth that I'm dubious about its reality, but accepting that easy way to reach a goal feels like cheating myself. Hmm. I don't like how many holy grails they are. Didn't they say they select their 400th attempt to try to find the real holy grail? So, how many of these things are going on right now? With different variants? I don't know. And the worst aspect of this thing is that selection method is battle. But this is a fight for a single chair. It kind of makes this feel a lot less impactful in a way, because it's happening so much. No matter, or unless everything else has like little trials, and it just happens to be, whatever. No matter what your expectations are, as long as you enter it, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. And depending on your methods, defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people. That's why, rejoice, Emi Ashiro. My reason for fighting is not to will the Holy Grail War. Your wish will finally come true. It is to stop those who would try to fight, win it by any means possible. I feel dizzy again. It's only natural. Even if it appears to be back to normal, my body was almost split in half a few hours ago. There's no way the sickness will go away quickly. It seems more likely that it will continue for the rest of my life. Because I was almost killed 3 times in a day. Someone weak joins a battle, it's natural for him to get hurt. As compensation for my lack of strength, I almost feel my almost lost my body. She was rooting protecting me. I'm almost confused why you didn't ask about Saber even once. Like, what the fuck? I get up. Oh yeah, her. What am I doing? I totally forgot about her because Tasaka was here. No, I unconsciously avoided thinking about her. Coward. I have been avoiding recalling the girl who was wounded because of me. The one that was bleeding miserably because of me. Tasaka didn't say the most important thing. I put my resting body together and stand up. Tasaka didn't say anything about Saber. She said she and Saber brought me here, but she said nothing more. But the fact that I need to know most if she, the one wounded by Berserker, is alright or not. I, I look through the house, bearing the bit dizziness. I look around where someone could be, or the guest rooms, but I can't find Saber. That's weird. She's in that outfit, so you'd think it'd be easy to find her. There's no sign of the brave warrior had Saber anywhere around the house. It's like I said, servants can be spirits, but I cannot do that. Not first of all, They say I'm a master, but just how am I a master? I don't understand who she is, nor how she exists. This is a new soldier being given a tank. That's right. If you give a guy that has only used one gun, a brand new gun, he won't be able to. He won't know how to use it. I complain. Well, the lucky thing is the tank has an autopilot function. Even if the driver is terrible, the tank will fight on its own. Angry at my thoughts, I hit my head against the wall. How rotten of me, idiot! That's such an impolite complaint. I apologize to the blonde headed girl in my head. Now I feel like I have to find her and confirm her safety. She's not here either. I searched throughout the house. It's a big house, but I didn't play hide and seek here with Fujini as a kid for nothing. I know the effective way to search this place. If I hadn't found her after searching this much, then the yard, the shed, or there are several possibilities, but I don't even consider the possibility that she's not here anymore. She said she would protect me, so I don't think she would leave this place. Maybe it suddenly hits me. Not the house, not the yard, not the shed where we first met. Come to think of it, there's another large building in this place. She must be there. I hurry. I head to the dojos, separate from the main building. I'm a bit tense. If she's not here, I will have to admit that she's gone. That makes me realize the inconsistency, even though I know nothing about it, I wanted to say. Alright. Hello. I don't see you. A wooden floored room with nothing unnecessary. A dojo built only to train oneself in the silent place in the faint sunlight. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Hello. She is sitting there naturally. A space filled with tranquility. Sunlight shining in is white, and it makes her and the dojo into one. I see nothing amiss in her dignified posture. Just sitting there, she stiffens in the air in the dojo, but there's nothing cold about it. It's because her figure is so pure, it makes you forget even about the cold winter air. Even the sound of my breath is a nuisance. The girl sitting Japanese style in the corner of the dojo is definitely the girl from last night, the girl who appeared just before I was killed by Lancer, and the girl that mercilessly slashed him with her sword. Her golden hair that was reflecting the blue moonlight is now one with the warm sunlight. That really makes me remember. This is exactly what I felt when I first saw her. That girl clad in armor, slashing her sword so to silently overwhelm her opponent. I wasn't surprised by how out of her world that scene was. It doesn't matter what she's wearing. It probably wouldn't change even if she was covered in mud. The girl that moved me deeply is in front of me. That is why I forgot to even breathe and started to continue to stare at her, forgetting about Master, the Holy Grail won everything. In this instant I have completely accepted Saber. I don't know how long it was. Saber opens her eyes as if awakening from sleep. Oh, my disappointed voice echoes throughout the dojo. Saber stands up and perhaps noticing the sound. I walk towards her, still not knowing what to say. You are awake, Shiro? A calm voice, her voice echoing throughout the dojo as if permeating it. It's surprisingly suited to this place. Yeah, I just got up. I answer with a dull head. Hello. Shiro, you seem pale. Are you feeling ill? The gold-headed girl approaches me. No, I'm not. I'm feeling really good. Are you? I quickly step back to get away from Saber. Looking away from Saber, who is tilting her head questioningly, I calm down my pounding heart. Calm down, what am I so tense about? I take a deep breath, but it doesn't seem to die down quietly. In fact, I don't think it ever will. Geez, why has she changed? I complain without meaning to. Saber's clothes have changed drastically since yesterday. She's wearing normal clothes, completely unlike her armor. It's rather unexpected and I'm troubled by it. She is terribly beautiful. I thought I figured that out yesterday, but it really hits me now. Perhaps her armor looks so surreal that I didn't notice it yesterday. Can you call her beautiful yesterday? But if she dresses like a girl, as a healthy guy, I'm troubled. Shiro, are you not going to ask about her condition? I tensed up the moment our eyes meet, but I didn't look for her so as to not speak to her. I'm troubled, but I can't stay quiet forever. It's Saber, right? This should be the first time we sit down and talk, but I'll make up my mind and talk to her. And then... Shiro, before that, there is something I would like to tell you about last night. She interrupts my words with a sullenness that makes her earlier calmness seem like an illusion. Oh right, what is it? It is about last night. You are my master. It's just troubling if you take such an action. Battle is my work, so you must concentrate on your role. If you go and die in vain by yourself, there's no way I can protect you. Saber says so clearly. That makes the tension I was feeling vanish. What do you mean? You would have been slashed if I didn't do that. In that case, I could have just died. There was nothing you should have been hurt for. I will repeat myself. Please do not take such an action again. There's no need for my master to protect me, and there's no need for it either. Reason for it either. She speaks plainly. Oh, this fell down. Okay. It must be because she's speaking so practically. What do you... What? Don't be stupid. You don't need a reason to save a girl. I respond unconsciously. Maybe she was surprised at being yelled at, but she pauses for a moment as if something unexpected, and then she stares at me with an indescribable dignity. I back up and at being stared at a bit. Her looks make me realize that I've said something really out of place and it embarrasses me. Anyway, I'm grateful that you brought me home and I'll thank you for that. You are welcome. It is natural for someone to protect her master, but I'm happy to be thanked. You are very polite. No, I'm not polite. More importantly, there's something I need to clarify right now. Something I should have asked right after I got home yesterday. If she really is my servant, and if she's really taking part in this war, going back to our conversation, Saber, I'll ask formally, but can I call you Saber? Yes, since I formed a contract with you as a servant, I am your sword and I will follow your orders and defeat your enemies and protect you. Saber says so without the slightest hesitation. There's no room for me to question her about it. Become my sword, huh? To win the Holy Grail War? Is that not why you have summoned me? No, I summoned you because... I cannot say it was by pure accident. No, first of all, I didn't even summon her. She just appears when I was in danger and saved me with her own decision. The result is the situation we are in. I became Saber's master and was dragged into this thing called the Holy Grail War. Not one bit of it was my intention. It's really weird because Tsusaka did it intentionally, but I didn't. How does that work? I'm just an amateur mage that was dragged into this battle beyond my abilities. What of it? I've already convinced myself that I've had to fight. I can't complain now. I shake my head lightly and stop whining. That's it. I said I will fight, so I cannot even talk about running away. This will be the last time I will talk about whining. No matter how the decision came, I have to fight. Decided to fight. Shiro? Oh, it's nothing. But Saber, there's only a small chance of winning if you stay with me. I don't have the power or the brains of Tsusaka, so tomorrow might actually end up like today. Are you okay with that? Does that mean that you lack the will to fight? I have the will, I just don't have the chance of victory, so I'm asking you if you're, alright serving such a master. This is a battle I've decided to take on, so I think it's wrong for someone to get hurt in my place, even though I'm weak making Saber fight, and I can't stand letting a scene like that happen again. You are my master, Shiro. This fact will not change. A servant does not have the freedom to choose his master. That's true. That's why Saber is my servant right now. Then I should try my best not to burden her too much. Alright, so you're content I'm your master? Yes, but Shiro, I will not allow defeat for my master. If you have no chance of victory, I'll make one for you. I will use every means possible to have you obtain the Holy Grail. To obtain the Holy Grail, huh? Tsusaka said servants also have a wish they want granted. The Saber must be no exception. That is why she has no doubts. But that means... Hold on, Saber. You said any means possible, right? Does that mean you do not care what means you take to win the war? For example, attacking people to gain power? I cannot finish. Saber is looking at me like I'm an enemy. Shiro, that is not a possibility. I can only do these things I will allow myself to do. I cannot betray my beliefs. It's against the nice oath to hurt those who are unarmed. But I must obey if you order so. In that case, you will have to use one of your command spells to compensate for treating inside me. I am overrun by her angered voice. But still, I'm happy and relieved. A lack of doubt gave me the image of a cold fighting machine, but I know now that she is not a cold-blooded killer. Yeah, I won't let you do such a thing. As you say, we have to do our best. With that, we can do. I'm really sorry I insulted you without realizing it. No, I just jumped to a hasty conclusion without knowing your intentions. You're not at fault, so please raise your head. Huh? Oh, I apologize. Oh, sorry, I apologize without realizing it. I raised my head. I don't know what's funny, but Saber has this small soft smile on her face. Well, I'm glad she's smiling, so I won't ask her about it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I said we'll do whatever we can, right? As one measure, I've decided to cooperate with Tsusaka for a while. Remember Archer's Master? you were with for a while yesterday. You mean Rin? I see. That is such an intelligent choice. There were many things you can learn from her until you become a suitable master. Thank God. If Saber agrees, I can proudly cooperate with Sokka. The only thing left I need to ask her right now is, whichever Rin is Saber, is she right? Where did you get those clothes? Yeah, I don't know why you didn't ask this from the start. Like, what the fuck? My character's so mean. Why is he so mean? I'm worried about Saber's body after she was wounded so much. More importantly, Saber, are you alright? The wound you took from Berserker was pretty bad. My body is just as it appears. That wound was certainly one that would have led to my defeat, but it was not fatal. I finished healing it about an hour after Berserker left. Then you're completely healed now? I really need to stop swearing. I already swore twice. Of course, but I'm not backed up to my normal condition yet. Berserker's hit was a simple one, so it could be healed easily, but the wound made by lances in Nobel Phantasma is different. The lance must bear a special curse as the wound from him is not completely healed yet. It's completely healed, huh? It doesn't look that way, but Saber isn't one to talk about her pain. As long as I'm fighting alongside Saber, I should pay attention to worry about her body. And then, I hear the sound of something heavy falling at the door. Huh? I turn around, wondering what it was. There. Hello, Sakura. You're not Sakura, you're Sosaka. Is Sosaka with a big bag of her feet? Huh? My mind freezes. Sosaka who supposedly went home is at my dojo and she's wearing normal clothes for some reason. Why did she have a big bag? Oh, but what are you here for, Sosaka? I just went to get my stuff from my house. It's natural since I'll be living here from now on. Live? You mean live in my house? Living in my house? That's what cooperation means. What? What do you think our talk was about earlier? I'm so surprised I can't speak. Something I have to say back or something terrible will happen, but my head will not function. Where's my room? If you all weren't prepared, I'll choose one myself. Still, the unexpected invader mercilessly continues the discussion. Hold on, isn't this bad morally? Look, Tosaka is the idol at school. Just having her in my house would cause a panic, so having her live here would be crazy and Fushini would kill me. Or maybe she's planning to drive me insane and reduce the number of masters. Oh, why don't you prepare a room for her as well? You're someone who takes up space unlike my archer, so you should give her a place to sleep. Well, if just one bed is no problem for you, then I won't mind. Wait, then that means sleeping in the same bed, right? Of course I won't. What are you saying while I'm not saying anything? I wouldn't do such a thing. Saber's a girl. Saber is a girl. You're missing the point, but oh well. That's what Shiro says, Saber. He says he doesn't like to be in the same room with a girl. Not moving. Saber makes a difficult face. That is no good, Shiro. Servants are to protect their master. The hours of sleep are the most crucial times for protecting you, so I cannot protect you unless I am in the same room. I'm in more trouble if you say that. What are you thinking? Are you two really girls? Why? Why did you look at me silently like that? Servants are servants, so there's no need to treat them as humans, but I guess it's useless to tell Shiro that. My mouth and my about to protest stops. That weird feeling I had when talking with Sasaka in the living room returns. Actually, I figured out the cause of that feeling. Hold on, Sasaka. Since when did you start calling me by my name? Oh? Am I? I wasn't really conscious of it, so it must have been a while ago. It was, and I think you've been calling me that for a while. Is that what she just said? I see. I'll be careful if you don't like that, but don't you like it? Sasaka says so plainly without realizing what I'm feeling. Jeez, it's just like you said, Issei. I think Sasaka is a real devil. Fine, call me whatever you like. I don't care, whichever you prefer is fine. Really? Then I'll do that. Rin, please do not end the conversation. We have not come up with a solution to the matter of the room for Shiro and I. Oh, of course, but it'll be hard to stay in the same room with Shiro acting like that. There's no point in treating someone like a human, but why don't you give up since Shiro doesn't want it? That is incorrect. Shiro only said it would trouble him, and he did not say he does not want it. Well then, what do you say, Shiro? Hold on. Why after only a day does she keep calling me Shiro, like I'm a cat she found? Now that's not the problem, but Saber's room is... Shiro, I'll ask you again, it's a servant's duty to guard you while you sleep. I believe you understand your position as a master. Even if you glare at me like that, I can't do it. No, I'll prepare a separate room for Saber. I'll try to prepare one as close to mine as possible, so please be happy with that. Scary more work. As a man, I won't surrender to you on this. Saber, you should understand your situation better. Huh? That is why I am trying to protect my master as a servant. No, I mean about yourself. Jeez, if you don't understand, that's fine. If we say any more, I'll make you obey using my command spell. I breathe out hard and it intimidates Saber. It is troubling if you use your command spell for such a thing. Our future is doomed if you use one of the 3 rights to order me not to protect you. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure Shiro would be the first and the last master to do that. Don't be stupid, I don't want to use it for that either. I understand, I'll follow my master's plan, but what will you do when you are attacked by an enemy? Someone such as assassins will come in without their presence become known. In such cases, will you be able to protect yourself until I arrive? Well, I can't claim I'll manage. I was able to against Lancer, but that luck won't repeat itself. That would be impossible. This house has a barrier field that alerts us if an enemy enters. We won't be able to avoid a raid, but we should be able to detect a surprise attack in that case. You should be able to protect him before he was attacked, so you can just go ahead and stay in the room you like. That is certainly true, but... Habanesh is Shiro's room. You're fine if she's not in your room, right, Emyakun? She pronounces the Emyakun, Austrentially. Tosaka's, that's just, sophistry, you know? It's a sound argument because I'm making it for your sake. Well, which room should I choose? Tosaka walks to the room with her bag, as if telling us the conversation is over. She looks cheerful like a student picking her room on a field trip. Perhaps because her actions are so selfish, Saber and I just see her off with a blank amazement. Bye. It's so Jova for me, I can't read. Basic words. Oh. Yeah. I return to the main building. First of all, I should follow her around the house so she can choose her own room. Oh, I did it again. This is the Japanese style room. The back side has common rooms like the living room and the bathroom. And if you follow the open corridor to the outer building, you reach the guest room. It looks like Tosaka went that way. Okay. Now explain as I walk. Saber follows me silently with that nodding. I'm not sure if she's listening or not. The map of that house is fine. Where's Shiro's room? My room is this way. It's somewhat back there. Then please guide me that way. I must talk to you privately. Talk to me privately? She doesn't want Tosaka to hear it? Tosaka is in the outer building, so I think now this day is okay. This place is okay, but she's a master after all. Someone could overhear us, so the open corridor is not your place to talk secretly. Alright, this is my room. Here, this is my room. What? This is Shiro's room? Saber is surprised for a moment. She walks in. Well, I don't think there's anything that should be too surprising. No, there's nothing here to surprise me. There's nothing here. Is this really your room, Shiro? There's no point lying to you. I only come here to sleep, so it's natural there's nothing here. I see, I'm surprised. I thought you were a more assorted person. Saber enters a Japanese-style room and touches the wall to check the feel of it. It is a soft gesture, as if she understands the object's memory just by touching it. I'm relieved. This is a desolate room, but that does not mean it is treated badly. This is a simple but warm place. Warm? Well, I guess so. I don't know if it's how the house is built, but this room is cool during the summer and warm during the winter. My father always said I took the good room. Yes, the room is a reflection of its own, and so I was worried about your spirit, but this will not change my impression of you now. Saber says this with relief, but I don't understand what she wants to say. So, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk privately about? I have two things that both are something I would like to keep a secret between us. Well, I don't mind if you say so, but tell me what it's about. I can't tell if it's something good or bad. They are both bad, at the very least. It is something I do not want other masters finding out. Judging by expression, the bad things must be our weakness. I see. What you mean? I'll listen seriously, so go ahead. Yes, first of all, I would like you to forgive me for not being able to accomplish the first obligation of a servant. The first obligation of a servant? To tell you my identity. Have you not heard about it from Vin? Tell you oh, you mean your real name? Servants are heroic spirits. Their identities are heroes, famous in every age. They hide their identities and scope to their powers with their class name. A servant's real name is something that should be kept a secret hidden. But it's also something the master must know. Give me a second. You guys don't care about me that much. Does this go higher? I don't know. But it must know, but if one does not know which hero the servant is, he does not know the servant's potential. Masters and servants are one. They won't be able to fight fully if one keeps a secret from the other. No, that's just how it would be if I were a normal master. Even if I knew Sabre's name, I wouldn't be able to come up with an effective plan. Most of all, I don't care at all. I'm fine with that, but why? This is what I believe is for the best. No matter how hard you try to hide my name, there are many ways to take the information from you. Since magic resistance is not high, mental intervention would be simple if the enemy was a superior mages. The enemy could use magic to reveal my true name against your will. Oh, I see, that's right, I would give it away. If they use suggestion on me. Alright, keep it a secret in that case. It helps me if you say that, but then I am not someone that famous. I should be a few ranks below Berserker, and it would not do too much even if my name were revealed. Really? King Arthur is not as famous as Hercules? Sabre murmurs in regret. That's a bit unexpected. Sabre has some human characteristics, and she regrets being inferior to Berserker. Isn't that alright? A trump card is a trump card because it's hidden. Your master is weak like this, so I understand that you have to try everything. A Berserker, he's unfair. And Berserker, he's unfair. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and from my point of view, you aren't inferior. You had that big wound, yet you were exchanging blows straight on. You are right, I suffered defeat last night, but the results should be different once my wounds heal. Oh right, okay then, that's the end of the first matter. What's the second one about? It's about that. This is probably something we cannot solve. It's not something we can solve. We sometimes maintain our body, use the magic energy transferred from our master, but that is why souls require a master, but I'm an incomplete master, so I don't have enough magical energy for you to maintain your body. No, it's not a problem if I receive even a small amount of magic energy from you, but I'm not receiving any magic energy from you. The spirit connection we ought to have is not present. So that means I, as a gasoline, am not sending any fuel to Sabre for Sabre to work as an engine. Sabre, it is not your fault. I believe something happened during my summoning. Some fault occurred and the line that should have been connected was not connected. Some problem during the summoning. When Sabre appeared, it wasn't anything like a summoning. It was just an accident. Since she was summoned like that, it'd be strange if there wasn't anything wrong with her. Hold on. Then what's gonna happen? Since you can't replenish your magical energy, will you disappear? If I use the magic energy I have, I will not be able to stay in this world. I have battled 3 times already since my summoning. My healing ability is a regenerating magic, so magic energy consumed will increase if I take damage. Let me see. I used about 10 mature mages worth of magical energy last night. I'm astonished. My magical energy is reduced every time she fights, and there's no way to restore it. If she's already used that much magical energy, how much longer can she stay in this world? Do you understand, Master? So I must try to use my magical energy as little as possible. If no magical energy is provided, I must sleep and suppress my magical energy usage. Sleep, well, will your magical energy replenish if you sleep? I do not know, but at the very least I will not consume any magical energy while I am asleep. So I wish for you to allow me to sleep as much as possible. I will not be able to constantly protect you, but I would like you to understand that this is a measure necessary for us to win. Oh, I sigh with relief. Thank God, if that's all it is, I'll accept it. All she wants. Of course, that's alright. You can rest when you get tired. If that allows you to stay longer, that's so much better. Then I will sleep often from now on, so please do not leave the house while I am doing so. If you are attacked somewhere far away, I will not be able to come and protect you immediately. It'd be a different story if I could leap through space, but servants with such an ability are rare. To call me from a different place would require backup from the command spell, so I would like for you to stay as near as me as possible. As a person doesn't like to do that, I can't not. I can't imagine living with Saber, and most of all, I have my own life as well. I'll try, but you sure that's all? If you sleep, it should not be a problem. I cannot be certain since this has not happened to me, but I did not fight even 7 times last time. Even if I do not defeat them, other servants defeat other servants. I see, so not everyone has to fight all the other servants. If all goes well, we can end this war pretty easily. The other servants I am going to fight are those with inhuman abilities. I'm sure that not all of the masters are like that. Tozaka is ready for to fight, but she would follow the rules of the Meiji. So the 5 remaining masters, if they have human attitudes, I won't have to fight them. Saber said she didn't even fight 7 times last time, so this time, huh? Hold on. Even fight 7 times last time? Hold on, Saber. Was it Saber 2 last time? I mean, were you in the last Holy Grail War as well? This is the second time I have participated in the Holy Grail War. I was Saber 2 at that time. The heroic spirit that attained that attribute to several classes, but I only correspond to the class of Saber. Tozaka mentioned that out of the 7, Saber was the most powerful servant, and this girl is saying she has become the 7th twice in a row. Then, did you remain until the last time? Of course, I had no constraints last time, so I did not fall to any servants. She says this as if it's something natural. That makes me realize even more that I have been given a sword that I do not deserve. Geez, then you must be full of complaints with someone like me as your master. So your master caused my parents to die? Is what I'm getting from this, but you're clearly not getting from that. Because if they won the Holy Grail War and then they got the Holy Grail, and then whatever they wish for caused this, that means she's serving someone that caused my parents to die. He clearly just doesn't care. I only fulfill the duties given to me. If I obtain the Holy Grail, I have no complaints about my master. I see, that's a relief, but still. She was flawless last time, but she has already suffered 2 wounds at this time. In her condition, unable to replenish magical energy, she always has to think about her remaining magical energy. The result of the battle was such a burden was... Yeah, she got her. That image of her covered in blood. That image is engraved into my mind. The image of a girl smaller than me covered miserably in blood. Shiro, such regret is useless. Huh? Saber's voice brings me back. When I raise my head, Saber's expression is serious. Hello. It is not as if I suffered no defeat. I am a servant now because I do not fully win. I am used to taking wounds, so it's not something you should mourn over. Used to? Even wounds close to fatal? Yes, to wield the sword means to take injury as well. That should be the same for you too. There's no reason for just me to avoid harm. So you want me to take harm as well now? That's true, but are you saying you don't mind getting hurt? If it does not result in death, if I die, I will not be able to protect my master. What is that? So you're saying you don't mind getting hurt to protect your master? That is the role of the servant. Rin's words are certainly correct. There's no need to treat servants as humans. We are tools to protect our master, you must understand that. Wait, so if you won last time, does that mean you already got your wish? Then why are you back here? Confusing. Saying so, Saber walks into the sliding screen. Beyond it is a side room. This room was enough for me, so I never used it. I will be getting some sleep. I will wake up at dinner time, so please let me know if you are going outside. Bye. She quietly, is that like a cupboard or something? She quietly opens and closes the sliding door. We are tools for master to... we are tools to protect our master. You must understand that. What is that? That pisses me off, but I can't call out to her, so I just consider her words in my mind. Why does it piss you off? I'll sit on the porch and look up at the blue sky absent-mindedly. I'm not like Saber who went to bed already during the day, but I need rest too. Even though my nausea has gone away, I still feel terrible. And on top of that, my shoulders are heavy from all the unexpected developments. Phew. I take a deep breath and look over the yard. I've heard what I needed to hear, but the fact that I still don't know anything doesn't change. My senpai is a magus, and an official master took Sakura in his... Hello. Hey, do you have an extra cushion and a beaker and a protractor? It's intensely searching my house for things. You can take the cushion in the next room, but a normal household doesn't have any beakers or nor protractors. I can't believe it. Mages always keep experimental tools around. Leaving that complaint, she goes back to the outing building busily. I guess she's serious. I take another deep breath. I guess it has already been decided that Osaka is going to stay at my place. Didn't you decide that earlier? When I went over there earlier, there was a huge sign that said, "Remodeling in progress, do not enter," on the door of the best rooms in here. Yeah, the outer building pretty far away. The outer building's pretty far away, so there's no problem. Just having Saber around causes some tension. So if Sasaka was near me too, I won't get any peace. Anyway, there's some distance between us. Even if we are connected by a hallway, it's just like a house next door, so nothing should happen unless I go there myself. Hmm. Or but we'll see each other at meals, and we only have one bat, so you'll have to decide how to use it. No, thinking about it, Saber's a girl too, so idiot, what am I thinking? Shaking my head, I lie down on the corridor. If you don't want to think about it, don't think about it. Phew. I sigh out once again and stare up at the sky. Maybe I'm tired, but doing all this makes me sleepy. Man, just do what you like. Becoming desperate, I close my eyes. Maybe that comment helped. I fall asleep at that moment as I close my eyes. Okay. Later, Saber, Tozaka, and I are in the living room. I just woke up. Saber was in the living room. Tozaka just finished her remodeling. By the way, this was the guest room a few hours ago, and now... Shiro, how do you use the air conditioner? Seeing I saw when I called her was... Yeah, I did some stuff. This. Man, how can I put this? I think I have allied with a terrible person. I can't calm down. These two are complete outsiders. So those two are like non-magic users, right? How are you gonna explain the situation to them? I already have guests on this house, so that must make the situation even stranger. Now, first of all, the appearance of these two doesn't fit in this Japanese-style house. Well, it's about 7 o'clock now. Even though we're all here in the living room, all of us staying quiet like this is not good for my mental well-being. If you don't mind, I'll actually talk about what to do from now on. Hold on, I want to decide on something before that, alright? Sure, what is it? About dinner, Shiro. You live alone, right? Well, yeah. Then you have cooked for yourself, right? Of course, I'll get hungry if I don't eat. I see, then I have a proposal. How about we take turns preparing dinner? We'll be living together from now on, so that should be helpful, right? You're right, I was thinking of continuing as usual, but if you're gonna stay here, you're just like family. It's normal for you to cook, and it's easier for me on me too. And it's decided, so let's say it's Shiro's turn today. It's late already, so let's have our meeting about after dinner. Well, I don't mind taking turns for dinner, but what are we going to do about breakfast? Will we be taking turns too? Oh, breakfast is fine. I don't eat breakfast. What? Don't be ridiculous. You won't grow if you don't eat breakfast. Mind your own business. Don't get into my lifestyle. Anyway, you'll be preparing dinner. I won't talk unless you cook something good, okay? Josaka glares at me irritably. Alright, I'll make something. Saber, you're eating too, right? Certainly. If you will prepare something for me, food is an important source of energy. Alright then, be good you two. I grab the apron and go to the kitchen. Fortunately, there's about 3 people's worth of ingredients in the refrigerator. I started cooking rice when I woke up, so it should be done in about half an hour. I glance at Sasaka and Saber from the kitchen. They look like they would prefer Western-style meals over Japanese food. It's unlikely that Saber, let alone Sasaka, will understand the taste of tofu and natto. No, more importantly, Saber might be able to use chopsticks. I pondered this for a second, but I can't help it. There's only a limited range of dishes I can make from what's in the fridge. Anyway, there's some tofu. I'm thinking of it for a bit. I decided to make some deep fried tofu for soup. I'll make miso soup with seaweed and tofu. I have some chicken, so I'll make a teriyaki out of it and make that the main dish. I drain the water of the tofu, season the chicken, and cut the Japanese white radish. Whilst I'm at it, I make salad. I grated white radish, cook some green peppers. Are your plans from now determined, Rin? Who knows? I can't say that much since I don't have any information, but I think it's most important to find out about the other masters. There are 4 masters. I want to search for them without them realizing I'm a master, but it probably won't go as perfectly. I told them to be good, so what's that dangerous conversation? Can't they see that I'm busy making dinner for the 3 of us? No, they aren't even looking. Sokka, not 4 or 5. The only master we know are you and me. I yell, holding the big pot for the deep fried tofu. What are you talking about? You, me, and Yavusa makes 3. Did you forget about Berserker? Oh yeah, that girl is a master too. Berserker was so strong that I forgot, but still, I can't believe a girl that small is a master who must try to kill us. I understand, you're you, so I bet you didn't see her as an enemy. It's fine. So concentrate on the cooking. It would be a problem if I can't judge how good you are. What does that mean? I don't know how my cooking skill affects her, but what she says is correct. The preparations will be done soon, so I should concentrate on finishing dinner now. Vil, you mean Berserker's master? Man, you seem to know her. Yeah, I know her name. Ensberg is a mage's family lineage that has made it to the Holy Grail a few times, so they are well accustomed to the Holy Grail War. I would think so. So I don't know about the others, but I can't be wrong in saying that Ilya is the biggest obstacle. Usually Berserker is a class chosen to strengthen a weak hero. It takes sanity away as compensation for strengthening the hero, but to control such an insane servant requires an enormous amount of magical energy. For example, if you become Berserker, I would not be able to talk like I am right now, removing all roles as a collaborator and specializing in battle. That's how Berserker is, but that is like subduing a wounded lion, and a normal mage will not be able to control it. I bet normal mages cannot control Berserker even when some minor hero becomes it. Which makes me think, if you were a Berserker, would you kill me? But Ilya summoned a top-grade hero, made him a Berserker, and controlled him completely. It's irritating, but her ability as a master is on a completely different level. I feel the same way. Our current problem is that this exact master is after us. Yeah, my archer hasn't completely healed enough to return to battle. How about you, Saber? Is your injury okay now? I will not be a problem if I am fighting normally, but I am not healed enough to fight Berserker. The injury from the battle against Berserker is healed, but it seems it will take longer to heal the wound I received from Lancer. I see. Then I guess we I guess all we can do is wait and see for now. I have a suggestion about that. I hear Lancer Archer has sharp eyes. Would it be wise to have him keep watch around the house? That's what I've been planning to do. I'll have him keep watch on the roof, so we should know right away if anyone's strange approaches this place. This house has a boundary field that warns of intruders, so our defenses are perfect. Though if Berserker comes after and attacks us, all we can do is run. The 2 of them are continuing on without me. I'm a bit annoyed. I'm making dinner, so why are they talking without me? First of all, Tosaka's too friendly with Saber. Well, it's true that Tosaka isn't that friendly with me, so it helps if Saber talks to her, but the face reflected on the glass cabinet looks disappointed. That's weird. Why am I angry? Alright. I prepared the dishes for the 3 of us and put the prepared dishes on the plate, on the tray. I moved to the living room. Jeez, don't talk about dangerous stuff during dinner time. I put the tray in front of Tosaka. Huh? What are you angry about, Shiro? Oh, should I have at least helped carrying it out? I'm not angry, but weren't you not going to be friendly? I glare at her. Taka goes hurt, and after that, mistakes makes a frightening smile. We were just deciding on the structure of cooperation. Don't worry, I won't steal your saber. I can tell that my face is blushing. I can tell what I'm angry after Sasaka tells me. Oh, was I mistaken? Then I'm sorry, Emiya-kun. Just keep talking. I retreat to the kitchen to get the rest of the food. She really got me. Sasaka is smiling, and Saber's expression is as always. Man, I'm really worried about whether we can continue with this member. Alright. In that way, dinner starts. I'm silent. Without what happened earlier, it annoys me not to talk to Sasaka, and I'm too bad to even look at Saber. Saber eats dinner silently. Her gestures are elegant, and I can't possibly imagine she was swinging around the sword, and well, how should I put this? She knows every time she eats something she hasn't eaten before. Her gestures are strange. It must be her way of expressing that it's good. By the way, she's able to use the chopsticks. On the other hand, Sasaka is. Alright, I'll win. She clenches her fist after taking a bite. Foo, wait until tomorrow, Emiya-shiro. She shakes her head. She shakes her clenched fist. God, have I done something bad? About what you guys were talking about. You wanna make better food than me? They both raise their heads. Hold on. Even one of them is enough to set me off, so they shouldn't both react. What are you referring to? About what to do from now on. You guys were talking about it while I was cooking. About searching for other masters for now? Yeah, that's. I was wondering what exactly you were going to do. Well, we can only look for them slowly. Oh yeah, can you at least sense other mages present? It'd be easy if that's the case. No, I went to the same school as you for 2 years and I still didn't realize you were a mage, Sasaka. Just as I thought. Well, that's fine. The others would be hiding their presence, so it should be impossible to find them from their traces anyway. How about you, Saber? I guess servants can sense other servants. I can somewhat, but only when they use their abilities nearby. In my case, I can only detect them with about a 200-meter radius. I see, then we'll have to wait for their actions to find some place where it seems strange. If a master acts, their traces should remain, so that means we're able to try to find those. Which also means if you kill normal humans and use their abilities, you're basically giving yourself away. So, are you saying we should search thoroughly through the towns? Does that mean it's better for the masters to kill the people? But that also gives a magical signal, so probably not. No, you shouldn't do that. They'll be searching too, so they'll tell them right away that you're a master. For now, we shouldn't take the initiative until we are prepared. Go through life as you were, and don't let them know that you're a master. Hide the command spell so no one sees it. Try not to go to undesolate places. Come home before dark. And what else? Please try to take your servant with you when you go outside. Can Archer guard you in? I guess he can do that much. I'll have him ready in spirit's form, so it should be okay. The problem is my master. Right, are you listening, Shiro? Take Saber with you when you go anyway, so I'll rule to stay out of people's sight. But some idiot might attack us in the middle of the day. When I go to school, have Saber with you in case something like that. Alright, I'll try. I respond without interest. I understand what she's saying, but I'm resistant to being with Saber all the time. I feel nervous talking to Sasaka, but Saber makes me even more nervous. No, it's wrong to say I'm nervous. I'm just bad at talking with Saber. Oh, what is it? Nothing. I'll give you more, so give me your bowl. No, I'm fine. It was very good, Shiro. I look away before I realize it. I can't even look at her normally. So how can I stay with her all the time? Oh, it's not good. Though Saber can't become a spirit, so she won't be able to follow you to school. School? Are you a student, Shiro? That's right. Oh, Saber isn't a student, so she can't enter the school. She'll just have to stay here while I go to school. Can't you not go to school, Shiro? I can't. If you want me to live normally, I have to go to school. And there's no dangers at school. There aren't too many places with that many people. But it's alright, Saber. I'll be at school too, so I'll back him up in case of emergencies. I'm thinking there won't be any emergencies, so I declare. I understand. If Master says so, I'll obey. Saber nods, though she looks discontent. You can just sleep when I go to school. The night wears on. It seems Tosaka has prepared and taken her bath while I was cleaning up after dinner. Geez, it seems she's really selfish for her first day here. I should seize the initiative from now on. I know that, but seizing the initiative from her seems really difficult. But on the subject of difficulties, there's one more that's giving me a trouble. No, rather the main problem. Tosaka will understand if I talk to her, but this person doesn't seem to understand how much I talk to her. Saber, I know she's not a bad person, but Saber's back in her room. Tosaka should be resting in her room in the outer building. I'm the only one in the living room. There's still time until bedtime, so I should talk to Saber. I'll just have to get over my inability to talk to her, or I'm worried about the future. First of all, ignoring her, being a servant and all, she is a girl from a younger age. There are a lot of things I'll find out from talking to her, and most of all, I have to get used to her, or Chisaka will constantly make fun of me. Yeah, that's troubling. It's troubling, so I should be able to so I should be able to talk to her more lightheartedly. All right, is my room. I return to my room. Next door, past this one small sheet, is Saber's room. Saber, are you awake? Hello, I'm awake. Is something wrong, Master? Open the sliding door. Silently, Saber enters. I hold onto my heart, panting from her having her actually in front of me. Calm down. I'm just talking to her as a master. Shiro, you do not look well. Have your wounds opened up? No, that's not it. I'm fine. Are you fine? Yes, there is no problem with my current condition. It should take some time to fully heal, but I'm still above my average. I should be able to master anyone other than a berserk. Saber declares so. It's not confident or boasting. She probably is just telling the truth. I have no response. Saber's statements should be encouraging to a master, but I don't want such a stunning girl to fight. I'll ask you something. Don't you have any other objectives other than fighting? You're in this time, so don't you have anything else you want to do? Other objectives? I do not have such things. There's only someone to fight. Any other objectives are useless. Your statements are misdirected. I thought so. I'm pretty much asking one who was summoned to fight, not to fight. It's not that I wanted to tell her that. Well, how should I put it? Saber is acting in humanity. It would be fine if she was only going to fight, but she's in front of me as an actual person. There's one way to just fight. Saber is actually here. I have to have her do something she enjoys. Hey Saber, sounds like he was from the past, right? So I saw myself before I asked her what she was like before. I cannot tell you my real name. Saber said that before as a secret between us, so even if I asked her about her past, she wouldn't answer. Shiro, it's not good to stop what you have begun to say. I shall answer if it is necessary. No, forget about it. I was just gonna ask something stupid. I say that averting my gaze. It really was something stupid. I shouldn't have been interested in Saber's true identity, and she refused because she couldn't tell me. If I bring it up again, it will only prove that I'm a no good master of repeating a useless question. But what else is there to talk about besides that? If I can't ask about Saber, the only thing that remains is about me. That would be even more meaningless though. Now I'm just going to do what I want. If I can't ask her about her true identity, I'll get ready to have her look at me strangely, and I'll talk about things such as what she likes and what she wants for breakfast and... Shiro, if you do not have any questions, may I ask you? Yeah, you can, but what? Yesterday, you were cut by a berserker while trying to save me. You remember that? Is that correct? I remember, but you want to continue this morning's conversation. I know it's a thoughtless accident, so don't remind me about it. It makes me feel sick. I feel the same way, but I feel that I must ask you to understand. Why did you send up to Berserker? Did you not understand that what might happen to you if you approached us? I knew that. I understood that I'd be killed if I approached, but I didn't try to save Saber out of optimism that I'd be safe while doing so. Back then, all I thought about was saving Saber. I didn't care about what would happen afterwards. At that time, the most important thing for me was saving Saber. Probably it was just that my fear of not being able to save Saber was greater than my fear of being killed. Sorry, I've forgotten. It happened in an instant, so I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably confused, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do something as so suicidal. Perhaps because Saber's eyes were so serious, I don't tell her the truth. I just say something to get out of the situation. So in other words, you will automatically try to save me? It wasn't automatic, I told you I was confused. If something like that happens again, I'll probably be trembling. I see, that is normal for a human. No human would try to save another while ignoring their own life. Even heroes should be no exception to that. So if someone like that existed, they would be lacking something. If it continues with that thing missing, only tragedy would await. Yes, my character does seem to be lacking something. Common sense. I take that hand. You're persistent, Saber. I told you I was just confused and I'm scared of death too. I can't be a saint. If something like that happens again, I'll save myself before you. I'll probably save you still, but okay. I deflected with heartless words. This is good. It should be no problem if it was just a misinterpretation on my part. Yes, you certainly are a coward if you do not make any mistakes. You'll become a proper magus. Hey, what's with that? Do I look like a coward? Yes, very much so. Mostly the part where you try your best to accept the situation you are in. Such wisdom is sometimes called as cowardice. It is the same as saying that a man without fear cannot be wise. She must be relieved. Saber says is smiling a bit. That gesture is so lovable and elegant. Because of it, I cannot think of anything else to say, and we end up staying in the room together for a while. Oh, okay. Is it night now? And night falls. It's not. It's not like I need to talk to Saber or Tosaka, so bedtime comes as usual. It's 11 o'clock. The light in the houses are turned off, and the people in it sleep to prepare for tomorrow. I can't sleep. I can't? I open my eyes still on my side. It's the room I've grown accustomed to sleeping in, but it's different today. Geez, can I? It's so quiet so I can hear Saber's breathing in the next room. No, I know if it's so quiet, it's only natural for me to be able to hear what's going on in the next room. And being able to hear her sleeping makes me imagine her sleeping. Ugh, damn it, I can't sleep like this. I'm tired of this hell. I climb out of the futon trying not to wake Saber and I retreat to my usual place. Hmm. Thank God I thought Saber would notice, but she must be pretty dull. Or maybe she just sleeps deeply. I wonder for a moment whether she can really protect her master like that. But there's no danger now. If servants are connected to their masters, she should wake up when her master is in danger. Tosaka seems to be asleep. Turn on the lights, they were off. She must be defiant or just adaptable. Tosaka must have gone used this place in just a day. Well, it really does help having her around and all. Yeah, it helps even if it's troubling sometimes. For example, the bandages wrapped around my hand. How the concealment spell, huh? I didn't realize until she told me. The command spell in a master bears appears somewhere on their arm. In my case, it's on the back of my left arm. I can't hide it with my clothes, so I'm hiding it with the bandage. Even though it looks unnatural, it's winter so I'll wear something long over it. Zuko has hers around the middle of her right hand, or something like that. They say the command spell is different for each master, but I don't think I'll ever see Tosaka's command spell. The shed is silent. This is the place where Lancer cornered me yesterday. Uh, and where Lancer appeared. The door is still open and the inside is dark, as if defying anyone's entry. But this is this darkness is familiar to me. The old building that I used to play in, the place you could come out into my real room, stand silently in the cold winter night. I enter. I close the door to shut the outside air and turn on the old stove. Yeah, I considered skipping it just for today, but I shouldn't. Father would be mad if I skipped 2 days in a row. I sit in the middle of the shed and take a deep breath. Training should be continued without rest. Magic is mental training for me. I shouldn't neglect it for minor reasons. Phew, huh? I adjust my breathing and begin my training. Inside my head is the usual image, the image of the sword that appears in my empty head. I ignore it and clear my mind. Once I let the magical energy flow through me, it's the usual practice of strengthening. The strengthening magic which I succeeded at for the first time in a few years after being attacked by Lancer. I have to repeat it before I forget it. I make sure I master it or it'll be a waste. Trace on. I have to close my eyes and release the contents of my lungs. Right now this is all. Everything goes away once I'm concentrated on this. The Holy Grail was Saber's Tosaka. If I empty my mind and forget all the doubts I have, I should be able to sleep tonight. Day changed. Alright, guess I'll stop. New life. I wonder if this like heals Saber when I do this. I don't know. Well, that's it for this time. So yeah. Bye bye.